Without using a mathematical table or a calculator, evaluate 5.4 divided by 0.025 times 3.6. So this number is exactly the same as 5.4 times how many decimals here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So up there we must have 4 decimals. So we multiply times 10 raised to power 4 divided by this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be 0.2025 times 3.6 times 10 raised to power 4. To balance it, so now this one we will have 5, 4, 54, 1 0 itaenda na decimal moja times 1000 divided by these 4 zeros here. 10,000 will go with 1, 2, 3, 4, so we will remain with 25 times 36. From there now you simplify. Let me write it here so that we can simplify. 54 times 1000 divided by 25 times 36. 25 once here, 40. 9 here, 4 times. 9 here, 6. 4 here, 1. 4 here, 10. So the answer is 60. Express this and this in terms of their prime factors, hence evaluate this. So we write this, the prime factors of this. 1728 is equal to 2 times 2. You just simply use the calculator to divide. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 205. 225 is 3 times 3 times 3 times 5 times 5. So these are the prime factors of these two numbers. So we will use now this one to evaluate this. (17,328). This is the same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kwa hivyo wakati tunataka the cube root of a number, we group them into 3. So we will have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. So the cube root of this one, we group them 3 3 because we are looking for the cube root. After you pick it, now you pick one here, 2 2 3. So the cube root of this number is 2 times 2 times 3, and that one gives us 12. And then the square root of 2025, that means it's the square root of 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, 1, 2 times 5 times 5. So for the square root, we group them into 2. From the 2, you pick 1. So this one is 3 times 3 times 3 times 5. So, and this one is going to be 3 square times 5. And that one is, this is 9, that is 45. So now we will have the numerator is 12 divided by 45. Now we can simplify 3 here, 4 times, 3 here, 15. So it is 4 over 15. Chuma left his home at 8 a.m. He drove a distance of 140 kilometers and arrived at his auntie's home at 10:15 a.m. Determine the average speed in kilometers per hour. So first, let us see the time taken. Time taken. Alifika 10:15. We subtract the time he started, 8:30. We borrow 1 here, we have 85. 85 minus 30, we have 45. We borrowed 1 here, that's 9. 9 minus 8, 1. So it took 1 hour, 45 minutes. So 1 hour, 45 minutes, this is the same as 7.5 minutes, like this, or you can write it in a fraction form 1, 3 over 4. This is 3 over 4. And we can write this one as, this is 7 over 4, like that. We know that the speed equal to distance over time. Our distance is 140 kilometers. We divide by the time, which is 7 over 4, which is the same as now 140 times 4 over 7, the reciprocal of this. And this one here once, here twice. So that is 80 kilometers per hour. 8 kilometers per hour. Expand and simplify. So let us expand 4 times q, that is 4q, plus 4 times 6, 24, plus 7 times q, 7q, 7 times negative 3, negative 21. Like terms together, we will have 4q plus 7q, 11q, 24 minus 21, that is plus 3. It's very simple. In a trapezium, PQRS shown below. QPQ is 8. If the trapezium has an area of this, find the perpendicular distance. So we are looking for this perpendicular distance, the height. That is the perpendicular distance we are looking for. But we know area of a trapezium is given by A plus B divided by 2 times H. This area is 28, is equal to A. This one is A and this one is B. The parallel sides is the one we call A and B, which is 8 plus 6 divided by 2 times H. 28 is equal to 14 divided by 2H. 28 equal to 7H. So divide by 7, divide by 7. So H equal to 4 centimeters. Number 6. Given that this is this, find the n. Given, so this one is the same as 9 cube. This is the power which is going to be 4 over 3. Hii venye imeandikwa hivi inafanana hivi. Ni kama wakati umeandikiwa the square root of 25. The square root here is 2. Sawa, lakini hatuwekangi. This is the same as 25 raised to power 1 over 2. So ile namba inakuanga kwa root. Kama ni 4 ndio inakuanga kwa denominator. So hapa hii root 3 inamaanisha ndio kwa denominator. Hii ni iko juu. The numerator, the denominator, the powers, the power side. That is 9, 4 over 3. That's what it means. But this one we can write it in this way. That is 3 raised to power 2 times 4 over 3. So, which is equal to 3 raised to power n. So 3, this times this, will have 8 over 3 is equal to 3 raised to power n. Bases are the same, we ignore them. Now we will have 8 over 3 is equal to n. So n is equal to 2 over 3. A retailer bought a bag of tea leaves. If the retailer were to repack the tea leaves into smaller packets of either 40, 250, and 350 grams, determine the least mass in grams of the tea leaves in the bag. So, here list, you are supposed to find the least common, the LCM. So find 40, 250, 350, find the LCM. The only thing you need to do is to find the LCM. 220, 125, 175. 210, 125, 175. 2, 5, 125, 175. 5, 1, 25, 35. 5, 1, 5, 7. 5, 1, 1, 7. Lastly 7, 1, 1, 1. So now we will have 2 raised to the power 3 times 5 raised to the power 3 times 7. So it gives us 7,000 grams. That is all. Given that sin 2x equal to cos 3x minus 10, find tan x correct to 4 significant figures. So since we have the sine and the cosine, these are complementary angles. And a complementary angle, they add up to 90 degrees. So sine 2x plus cos 3x minus 10 will add up to 90. Now, once you have equated like that, you ignore the sine and the cosine. Now we will have 2x plus 3x minus 10. The answer is 90. 5x equal to ikikuja huku itakuwa 100. So we divide by both sides by 5. So x is equal to 20 degrees. So we are asking to find tan x. So tan x equal to tan 20. So tan 20 is equal to 0.369397. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To 4 significant figures is 0.3640. 4 significant figures. A tourist converted these US dollars into Kenya shillings at the rate of this, while in Kenya spent this. Calculate the amount of money to the nearest dollar that remained. That one is simple. 1 US dollar is equal to 2 point. So 58.20 US will be what? This time is divided by this. It will give us 594,222. So expenditure was Kenya shillings 45,450 here. So what will be the amount remaining? Is equal to 594,222 minus 450. This is going to give us 144,222. This is the money remaining in Kenya shillings. Aka convert Kenya shillings tena into the remaining convert the balance into dollars at this rate, tena akarudisha kwa dola. So 1 US is equal to 103 Kenya shillings. So we will ask 144 Kenya shilling will be how many dollars? That's 144,222 divided by 103. That one will give us 1,400 US dollar. Given that B is this, C is this, A is this, find the magnitude of A correct to 2 decimal places. So we have been given that A is equal to 3C, but we have C which is 3 over 2, 3, 2, there's no 3, 3, 2, and then minus 2B, B is 2, 4. So this times it is 9, 2, minus 9, 6, minus 4, 8. 9 minus this, we have 5, 6 minus 8, negative 2. So A is negative 5, negative 2. So we want to get A modulus, which is equal to the square root of x squared plus y squared. So A modulus is equal to the square root of 5 squared plus negative 2 squared. This is the same as the square root of 25 plus 4, 29. So A modulus is equal to 5.39, correct to 2 decimal places. Solve the inequality. 2x minus 1 is less than 3x plus 4 is less than 7 minus 3. So kwanza tunagawa hizi kutoka hapa mpaka hapa na hii kutoka hapa mpaka hapo. So tuna solve hii kwanza. 2x minus 1 is less or equal to 3x plus 4. Like terms together, hii itakuja hapa, hii itakuja huku. So we will have 2x minus 3x is less or equal to 4 plus 1. This minus this, we have negative x is less or equal to 5. So we divide by negative 1, and whenever we divide by a negative value of x, we change the sign to the other side. So x is going to be greater or equal to negative 5. Kwa sababu tumedivide by negative here on x value. So tumemaliza ya kwanza. Ya pili, tunachukua the second from here up to here, and this from here up to here. So this is the second one. This one was the first. So now we are going to do 3x plus 4 is less 7 minus x. We like terms together. This one comes there and this one goes there. So 3x minus x is less 7 minus 3 minus 4. 4, this is going to be, hii ilikuwa negative, so ikikuja hapa itakuwa plus. So we have 4x is less 3. So we divide by 4, divided by 4. So x is less 3 over 4 or 0.75. 3 over 4 is the same as 0.75. Now we combine the two. If x is greater or equal to negative 5, this one is actually the same as, negative 5 is less or equal to x. Hii na hii zinafanana. So we are going to write it in this way here. So to combine, negative 5 is less or equal to x, and this x is less 0.75. Given that A is this, B is this, and the AB is a singular matrix. A singular matrix is a matrix whose determinant is 0. Determinant of a singular matrix is 0. Find the value of x. So AB is equal to 2, 3, 4, 4 times x 1, 2, 3. So 2 times x, 2x. 3 times this plus 6. So 2 times 1, that is 2. 3 times that is 9. So 2 plus this one is going to be 11. This times this 4x plus 8. So 4x plus 8. 4 times 1, that is 4. 4, 3 times that is 12. 12 plus 4, 16. So this is our AB. So determinant is equal to the leading, this one, the leading diagonal minus the secondary. This one yenye nenda unit of the secondary. So 2x plus 6 times 16 minus 4x plus 8 times 11, the answer is going to be 0. Open this one is going to be 32x plus 96 is equal to, minus 44x plus 88, then there's 0, like terms together in a 32x minus 44x itakuwa negative 12x, 96 minus 88 is going to be plus 8 is equal to 0. So hii ende pale tutakuwa na negative 12x is equal to negative 8. We divide by both sides by negative 12, negative 12. So we have x is equal to 8 over 12. X is equal to, let us simplify. 4 there 3, 4 here 2, 4 here 3. So the value of x is 2 over 3. A trader bought 2 types of bulbs, A and B, at Kenya shillings 60 and the Kenya shillings 56 respectively. She bought a total of 50 bulbs of both types at a total shillings 28.72. Determine the number of type A bulbs that she bought. So let the number of type A be x and that of type B be y. So that means we will have x times type A. So x of them type A times 60, we will have 60x shillings plus 56y. The total will be 28.72 shillings, Kenya shillings. And that one will be our equation 1. Again, type A, that is x plus y, the total number of bulbs is going to be 50. And that's our equation 2. So we can either solve this simultaneously or use substitution to get. Let us use substitution. So x is going to be 50 minus y. So let us take this one and substitute in the first equation. So 60, mahali kuna x tunaweka hii into 50 minus y plus 56 is equal to 28.72. Next one we open, this one is 3000 plus 60y plus 56y. The answer is 28.72. So this to take time and this one. So we are going to have negative 4y. Negative Yeah, this one was minus. This is minus 60 times this is going to be negative 60y. So this plus this is going to be negative 4y equal to 2872 minus 3000. Negative 4y equal to negative 128 divided by negative 4, negative 4. So y is equal to 32. Then x is going to be 50 minus 32, and that is 18. So type A, which was x, is going to be 18 bulbs. Determine the number of type A bulbs that she bought. So that it was 18. A bus plies between two towns via this daily. On each day, it depends from P at this. It departs from B at this and stops for 40 minutes at Q before proceeding to R. One day, the bus took 5 hours, 40 minutes to travel from B to Q, and 3 hours to Q and to R. Find in 24 clock system the time the bus arrived at R. So total time taken will be equal to 5 hours, 40 minutes, and then 3 hours, 15 minutes. There is this resting, stopping for 40 minutes, plus 40. 5, 9. This one is 8. But this one, there is 1 hour here, so we are going to have 8. That is 1 hour, 9, 35 minutes. So it is 9 hours, 35 minutes. So arrival time is equal to 8:15 a.m. plus 9:35. 35 here, this one is going to be 50. This one is going to be 17. So in 24 clock system, we are going to have 1750 hours. A line L1 passes through the points 3, 3 and 5, 7. Find the equation of line 1 in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, where m and c are constants. So first, because we have been given the 2 points, let us get the gradient of line 1. So the gradient of L1 is equal to change in y over change in x, which is equal to 7 minus 3 divided by 5 minus 3. And the answer is 4 over 2. And that is 2. So the gradient of line 1 is 2. Now we take any point, either this or this, the gradient and the general point xy. So xy 3, 3, gradient is equal to 2. So we say y minus 3 over x minus 3, that is change in y over change in x, is equal to the gradient, which is 2. So we cross multiply y minus 3 is equal to 2x minus 6. So y is equal to 2x equal to equal plus minus 6 plus 3. So finally y is equal to 2x minus 3, and that is the equation which is in the form of y is equal mx plus c. Another line L2 is perpendicular to line 1 and passes through -2, 3. So perpendicular lines, the gradient m1 times gradient 2, m2, the gradient of line 1 and line 2, the answer, when you multiply them, the answer should be -1. Now that we know the gradient of line 1, the gradient of line 2 is -1/2. So that now 2 times -1/2, the answer is -1. Now L2 gradient is equal to -1/2, and it passes through -2, 3. Gradient is equal to half x, take the general point, xy. So gradient equal to change in y over change in x. So y minus 3 over x minus -2. The answer is -1/2. So y minus 3 over negative times negative is positive, x plus 2 is equal to -1/2. Cross multiply, 2y minus 6 equal to -x minus 2. 2y equal to -x, ikikuja itakuwa positive plus 4. So this is the equation, because hatujaambiwa iko in which form. So hata ukiachia hapo iko sawa, or you will divide by, you will write it in this form. Hapa iko sawa, pia unaweza tuandika in this, you divide by 2 everywhere. We have -1/2 x plus 2. After this one is also okay. The x-intercept of line 2. Now we have the equation of line 2. You can use this or this. The equation of line 2. At x-intercept, y is equal to 0. At x-intercept, y is always equal to 0. So you substitute y with 0 in this equation or that equation. Let us use this one in a fraction. So 2y minus equal to minus x plus 4. So 0 equal to -x plus 4. Hii kikuja pande, so x equal to 4. So the x-intercept is equal to 4. Like that. Kama ulikuwa umeandika, you write the coordinate of the x-intercept. The coordinate now will be 4, 0. Y is 0, x is 4. So 4, 0. But hatujaambiwa tuandike coordinate. Tumeambiwa the x-intercept. So this is the answer. Determine the point of intersection L1, L2, where the two lines are going to meet. Here. That is what we call the point of intersection. To get that, you solve the equation of line 1 and the equation of line 2 simultaneously, and you get the equation. You get the answer. So the points of x and y where they meet. So equation of L1, equation yake ni hii. Y is equal to x minus 3. Y is equal to 2x minus 3. Line 2, equation ndio tumepata hapa, 2y is equal to -x, this one, plus 4. So you unaweza rearrange hizi values, hii kuja hapa usolve simultaneously, ama usolve ukitumia substitution. So wacha nitumie substitution, kwa sababu already nimeona y is equal to this. I will substitute this one here and get the answer. So this is our first equation, second equation. So I will use the first equation to substitute on the second one. So 2y, badala ya 2y, I will put it to a y, which is 2x minus 3 is equal to -x plus 4. Yani kwa hii, mahali kuna y ninaweka this value. hiyo inaitwa substitution. This is 4x minus 6 is equal to negative x plus 4. Like terms together, hii kikuja hapa itakuwa na 5x is equal, hii kuja pande ikwe 4 plus 6. 5x is equal to 10. So x is equal to 2. You divide by both sides by 5. X is equal to 2. So to get the value of y is equal to 2x minus 3, this one. So y is equal to 2 into 2 minus 3. So y equal to 4 minus 3. Y equal to 1. So the intersect, where they are pointed, the point where they meet is at the 2, 1. That's where they meet, the point of intersection. The figure below is a right pyramid VEFGH with a square base of 8 centimeters and a slant height of 20 centimeters. Point A, B, C, and D on the slant height edge of the pyramid such that VA equal to VB, VC equal to VD 10 centimeters on the plane ABCD is parallel to the base EFGH. Find the length of AB, the length of AB, this one. So to find the length of AB, we are going to use similarity. Tunajua this one, the big pyramid is similar with this small pyramid. Therefore, EF and AF, they are related. VG and VB, they are related. So we are going to say the base, which is 8, divided by, so from, we have been given from here up to here, that's okay, divided by AB will be equal to the bigger height, which is 20, divided by the bigger slant height of the slant height of the bigger pyramid, divided by the slant height of the small, which is 10. So this one is 80 is equal to 20 AB. So AB is equal to 80 divided by 20. So AB equal to 4 centimeters. Calculate to correct one decimal place the length of AC. The length of AC. AC. So we want to calculate this length. AC. To get AC, here is, here is 4 and here is 4. So to get AC, you square this plus this to get this one. Remember, this one is at 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees, so this one is the hypotenuse. So 4 square plus 4 square is equal to AC square. So to get AC equal to the square root of 16 plus 16, right? And that one will give us 5.66 centimeters to 2 decimal places. The perpendicular height of the pyramid VABCD. So the perpendicular height of this small VABCD, this small. The perpendicular height, for us to get perpendicular height, tushapata AC, so tunagawa AC ikuwe mara mbili. Kikuwa mara mbili, now we will have this one. From here, the perpendicular height mpaka hapa. Now we will remove this. For us to calculate the perpendicular height of this one, we are going to remove this perpendicular height. That is V. O ni hapa, that is the center, and then C. So we are going to use this one. So this one is 10. This one is, ilikuwa 5 divided by 2. So itakuwa ngapi? Itakuwa 2.83. Kutoka hapa mpaka hapa itakuwa 2.83. The nusu ya AC. and now this one is going to be right angle, so we are going to calculate h like that. So h square is equal to 10 square minus 2.83 square, Pythagoras theorem. That is now h equal to the square root of 100 minus 8.0089. So h equal to square root of 91.991. H equal to 9.59 centimeters. Calculate the pyramid VABC was cut off. Find the volume of the frustum A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H correct to 2 decimal places. So this one has been removed. So if it was cut up, now we want to get the volume of the pyramid that remains. This one, kwenda chini. So to get the volume of the pyramid, we calculate the volume of the bigger pyramid. We subtract the volume of the smaller pyramid, and we get that. By so doing, tutakuwa tumepata the volume of the frustum. So we calculate the volume of the bigger pyramid, we subtract the volume of the smaller pyramid. We know that volume of a pyramid is given by 1/3 times base area times height, right? Which is 1/3 times 8 times 8. Remember, our base area is 8 times height, 9.5 centimeters. Remember, this is now the volume of the small pyramid. Small pyramid. Yeah, or the top one. So this one will give us a total of 51.1515 centimeters cube. Now the volume of the big pyramid, which is going to be 1/2 times base, which is, oh sorry, this one was 4. The smaller was 4. This is 4 times 4. So the bigger pyramid, the base is 8 times 8, and then times the height is going to be twice that of the small because it is 1/2. So that is now 9.529 times 2. That is the height of the big pyramid. And this one will give us 409.17. Now the volume of the frustum, is given by 409.17 minus 51.515. So that one is 358.02 centimeters cube. So the volume is the volume of the bigger frustum minus the volume of the volume of the frustum is equal to the volume of the bigger pyramid, subtract the volume of the smaller pyramid. The height of 40 athletes in a county athletic competition were shown in this table. This is the frequency. Find the value of x, state the model class, calculate the mean height, like that. So you need to draw the value to give us the midpoint. You draw the value for x, the cumulative frequency that will help us to get the median, and then you should have fx. So you draw a line for cumulative frequency, which will help us to get the median. You will draw the value of x, where with the x is the midpoint, and then fx. Fx is now the frequency times x, which is this one. You get the sum of that, and you get the sum of the frequency. So how do you get the cumulative frequency? Cumulative tunatumia frequency. The first frequency ni 2. So the second cumulative frequency will be 2 plus 8, 10. 10 plus 10, 20. 20 plus 12, 32. 32 plus 6, 38. 38 plus 2, 40. That's how you get the cumulative frequency. So to find the value of x, here, the total tumeambiwa ni 40. They were 40. And this one represents the cumulative frequency, or the frequency, not the cumulative, the total frequency. So we add this one and then subtract. So 40 is equal to 28 plus x. So x equal to 40 minus 28, which is equal to 12. So here is 12. The model class is the class with the highest frequency. The highest frequency is 12. Therefore, the model class is 180, 189. 180, 189. To get the mean height, that is the mean, equal to summation of fx over summation of frequency. And the summation of that is 7160 divided by 40. 7160 divided by 40, 179 centimeters. The median height, correct one decimal place. How do you get the median? Median is equal to L plus N over 2 minus C divided by frequency, and then divided by I. I is the class interval, C is the cumulative frequency above the class, the median class, N is the total frequency, and F is the frequency on that class, median class. And this is the lower limit of the median class. So how do you get the median class? Our total frequency is 40. So our median class is 40 divided by 2. So 40 divided by 2, the answer is 20. So our median class should be 20 or 21 there. So tunaangalia cumulative frequency. So tunafika hapa. So our class is this. Our median class is 170, 179. So kwa sababu cumulative frequency ni 20 and our median ni 20. So hiyo imefika exact. So hapa tunasimama hapa, and then the lower limit for in this class is 160. Lower limit ya hii class 170, total itakuwa 169.5. So our L is going to be 169.5 plus N ni 40 over 2 minus cumulative frequency in that above that. So our class is this. The cumulative frequency above this class is 10. So minus 10. And then divided by the frequency in that class. The frequency in that class is 10. Divided by 10 and times 10, which is the class interval. So by so doing, you get that the answer is 179.5. That is the median height. The figure below represents a triangular flower garden, ABC, in which AB is equal 4 cm, BC is 5, angle that is that. Point D lies and this like that. But I want you to mark here, angle BDC is obtuse. That is the keyword. That one is very important, obtuse. So as you do, you will see where it is going to assist us. So find the correct, lakini ukiangalia AB na BD zinafanana, inamaanisha this one are equal, and the meaning this angle here is the same as this angle. Very important. Kwa sababu this one forms an isosceles triangle. ABD is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. So let us get the point in this one. This one we are going to use the sine rule. That is, we want, this is B, this one is A, and this one is D. Considering that this is a small triangle, this one is, the opposite here is D, The opposite here is C, considering this one, and this one is B. So we want find the decimal place angle B, D, C. We want this angle here. So I will use now the sine rule. That is sine D, which we are looking for, divided by D will be equal to, because I have C, will be sine C over C. Sine capital C over C. Right? So sine D, we are looking for that. Sine D divided by D. D is 5. Equal to sine D, which is sine 30, divided by C, and C is 4. So 4 times it is, so we cross multiply. 4 sine D is equal to 5 sine 30. So this is sine D is equal to 5 times in 0.5. Sine 30 is 0.5. Divided by, so we divide by 4. Tunatoa hiyo 4 hapa. So sine D is equal to 0.625. So what we want is D and not sine. So D equal to sine inverse 0.625. So D gives us 38.68. So the angle D here ingekuwa 38.68. Lakini uliambiwa it is an obtuse. Obtuse means it is an angle that is more than 90 degrees. So an angle which is more than 90 degrees. This angle we have obtained here is less than 90. So for you to get the correct answer, it is 180 minus 38.68. That is the correct answer, which is 141.32 degrees, because this is now the obtuse of this angle. So angle D is 141. Very important. Find the length AD. Length AD. So our AD is B. So now we are going to use the cosine rule. Cosine rule. So B square, because that is AD, will be equal to A square plus D square minus 2AD cos B. But do we have this one? Ilikuwa in A, in D. Cos D, cos A. Yeah, cos B. But now we need to obtain the angle of B, angle ABD. This angle here. That is very simple. Now we have this angle BDC is 141. So what will be this angle here? This angle will be 38, hapani 38.68. Lakini hii na hii zinafanana, so hapa itakuwa 38.68. The angle, a triangle should add up to 180. So this plus this minus 180 we will get here. So if you do that, you will find that angle B is 102.64. So B is 102.64. So now we are going to substitute here. P square is equal to A, which is 4 square, plus 4 square minus 2 times 4 times 4 cos B, which is 102.64. So B square is equal to 16 plus 16, which is 32, minus, if you multiply this or that, you are going to get minus 7.002. So B square is equal to, this plus this is going to be 39. This negative plus negative is equal to 39. So b equal to the square root of that 9, and then b is going to give us 6.25 to 2 decimal places. To 2 decimal places. Number C, calculate the length DC. Length DC. The length DC is DC. That is B. We are going to calculate B in this side. So for us to calculate this B, we must have this angle B here. This angle B for this triangle. How do we get that? We are going to add 30 plus 141. Then we subtract 180, we get here. So first, angle B, angle DBC equal to 180 minus 141.32 plus 30. And that one gives us 8.68 degrees. So angle. So to get the length DC, we have said we have the angle DPC is 8.68. So we use the sine B over sine this, sine C over that. We get that the length BC is 1.21 centimeters. Area of the flower garden ABC. So we want to calculate the area of ABC. So to get the area of ABC, we calculate the area of these two triangles and then add. Sasa hii tuko na side na side na tuko this angle, we are going to use a half times side sine the angle which is between. So by so doing, we will get the area. So area of ABC will be a half times 4 times 5 and then this total angle here. Hiyo unaweza fanya mara moja tu. Utumie the total angle from here up to here badala ya kufanya separate. Times 4 times 5 times the angle here, this is 102 plus 8 itakuwa 111.32. That one will give us 9.32 centimeter square. Unafanya tu mara moja. Lakini bado ukitaka kufanya separate, ufanye haka hii triangle kando, ufanye hii kando, then you add, still it works. The equation of a curve y is equal to x cubed plus x squared minus x minus 1. Determine the stationary points of the curve. The stationary points are also called the turning points. Turning points. You should know that at the stationary point or the turning point, the dy over dx is equal to 0. So we differentiate these ones and then equate to 0, we get the value of x. So dy over dx is equal to the differentiation of this. So x cubed will have 3x squared minus plus 2x minus 1. So this is dy over dx. So 3x at the turning point, this gradient function minus 1 is equal to 0. So we simplify this and get the value of x. So the sum is -3, the product is 2. So our numbers is going to be -1, 3. So that -1 plus 3 is 2. Now 3x squared minus x plus 3x minus 1, the answer is 0. Let us group them. So x into 3x minus 1 plus 1 into 3x minus 1, the answer is 0. So x equal to, so x plus 1, 3x minus 1 equal to 0. So x is equal to -1 or x is equal to a third. Ukienda ikitakuwa positive, you divide by a third. Now we have the values of x and this. So the next thing now, we want the values of y. Tunachukua the value of x, we substitute in this equation, we get the value of y. When x is equal to -1, y will be, we substitute, that is -1 cube plus -1 square minus -1 minus 1, and this one will give us 0. So once it gives us 0, then when x is equal to a third, y will be, you substitute here kwa y, a third cube plus a third raised to power 2 minus a third minus 1, and this one will give us the answer as -1/5/27. So the turning points or the stationary points will be x -1, 0, and a third, when x is a third, y is -1, 5/27, and those are the turning points. The nature of the stationary points in A above, the nature. So ukitaka kujua the nature, whether it is the maximum or minimum, tunafanya when the value is x and when the value is this. Tunajua which one is maximum and which one is minimum. So tunafanya hivi, you draw a table of x so tunachora table hapa, tunakuwa na value of dy over dx. Aya, when x is -1, so tunaweka katikati x -1, tunatafuta one value to the left and one value of the right of x. Our gradient, our x is -1. Ni namba gani iko mbele ya x? X when -1 ni 0, nyuma ya hii ni -2. So we take this value now, we substitute in our gradient function. Tukisubstitute tunapata the values. If we substitute with -1, the answer is going to be 0 kwa dy over dx. Substitute -2 kwa dy over dx, you will get it as 7. Substitute 0, 0, 0, the answer will be -1 hapa. So what will be the nature here now? This one is the column for the nature. This is +7, so it is going up. 0 inaenda, and then negative inateremuka. So you will realize that this one is like this, and this one, and this is what we call the maximum. So now we repeat the same when x equal to a third. So we draw a table of x values. Three columns, right? So a third inakuwa katikati. The number to the left of a third, we can have 0, because 0 and then a third and then 1. Sawa? Yani unakuwa na namba moja mbele na namba ingine nyuma. So when we substitute hapa kwa dy over dx, you substitute this one, it will be 0 hapa. Substitute with 0, we will have -1. Yes, substitute with 1, sorry, we will have 3 plus 2 minus 1, which is 4. We will have 4. And now we determine the nature. What inakaa aje? Negative number tunateremuka chini, so ni kuteremuka. So tuko chini tunaenda 0, alafu 4 is a positive, tunapanda. So it is going to be this, 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 and this is the minimum. So therefore we conclude that x is equal to -1 is the maximum point. And then we conclude that x is equal to a third is the minimum point. Very good. Determine the equation of the tangent to the curve at x is equal to this. So for us to get the equation at the tangent, first we must get the gradient function and get the gradient at the point when x is 1. So the gradient function dy over dx already tuko nayo ni 3x square plus 2x minus 1. This one inaitwa the gradient function. Once differentiate mara moja inaitwa gradient function. Now we are going to substitute when x is 1, what will repeat the gradient? So gradient equal to 3 square plus 2 square 1 minus 1, and the gradient is going to be 4. The gradient is 4. So the point, we have a point x is equal to 1, so we will get y by substituting here. So the point y here itaenda kwa 0. Yeah, if you substitute x here with 1, y is 0. So our point is 1, 0. Gradient is 4. We want the equation of the tangent. So we will have y minus 0 over x minus 1. The answer is 4. What we are looking for is the gradient, the equation. So that's y is equal to 4x minus 4. And that is the equation for the tangent. Remember, tangent to the curve, if this is the curve, the tangent is this line. So determine the equation of the normal to the curve. A normal to the curve comes like this. And if it is a normal, it is going to form a perpendicular to the tangent. It is going to be the normal, and the tangent, they are perpendicular. So if we know the gradient of the tangent is 4, then the normal is going to be negative of 1 over 4. So that when we multiply this and this, the answer is negative 1. M1 times M2, the answer should be negative 1. M1 times M2 for perpendicular gradient should be negative 1. So the gradient of the normal equal negative 1 over 4 because they are perpendicular. I have said that. Therefore, we have the gradient, we have the point, it is at the same point, 1, 0, because when you substitute x is equal 1 here for y, you get 0. And then our gradient is 1 over 4. Now y minus 0, x minus 1, the answer should be negative 1 over 4. So 4y is equal to negative x plus 1. 4y is equal to, or y is equal to negative 1 over 4x plus 1 over 4. So the equation for the normal is y is equal to negative 1 over 4x plus 1 over 4. And that is the equation of the normal. In the, yeah. A rectangular water tank measured 2.4 meter long, 2 meter wide, and 1.5 meter high. The tank contains some water up to the level of 0.45 meters. Calculate the amount of water in liters needed to fill up the tank. Kwanza tutafute the volume of the tank and car when full. So volume of the tank when full, that is 2.4 times 2, that is the volume yote, 1.5. And this one is 7.2 meters cube, and this one is the same as 7,200 liters. Remember, 1 meter cube is equal to 1,000 liters. So the volume now in the tank, volume of water in the tank now because haijaja. It is the volume that is 2.4 times 2 times the height of the water, which is 0.45. And this one gives us 2.16 meters cube, and that is the same as 2060 liters. So water required now to fill, volume of water required to fill the tank is the total, that is 72,000 liters minus what is inside now, 2160 liters. It is what is inside. So the remaining is 5,040 liters for it to be filled. To be full, we need this one. It is the total minus what is present. An inlet pipe was opened and water let to flow into the tank at a rate of 10 liters per minute. After 1 hour, a drain pipe was opened and water allowed to flow out of the tank at a rate of 4 liters per minute. Kwa hivyo kuna tangi moja inaweka at this rate na kuna ingine inatoa ikiweka kwingine. So calculate the height of water in the tank after 3 hours. So after 3 hours, so 1 minute inaweka ndani 10 liters. So tunaweza pata 60 minutes which is equal to 1 hour. Itaweka how many liters? 60 times 10 itakuwa inaweka 600 liters in 1 hour. Sawa? So if 1 hour inaweka 600 liters, 3 hours itakuwa imeweka kiasi gani? Itakuwa imeweka 1800 liters. This times that. So ni sawa hapo? We now come, hiyo ndio inaingia ndani. Now the one that is drawn out. 1 minute ina draw out 4 liters. 4 liters. So 60 minutes which is equal to 1 hour itakuwa imedraw kiasi gani? Itakuwa 60 times 4. So inakuwa inatoa 240 liters in 1 hour. Lakini hii ilifunguliwa after 1 hour. Kwa hivyo ilikuwa inamwaga maji for 2 hours. So if 1 hour is 240, what about 2 hours? Itakuwa 480 liters ndio inatoka. Kwa hivyo to get the total water remaining in the tank now is, remember here, hii inaingia, hii inatoka. So the question is, so now what the total water in the tank ni hii yenye ilikuwa ndani 2160. Tuongeze gani? Tuongeze 18 tutoe hii yenye inatoka 480 liters. So tutapata maji yenye imebaki ndani ni 348 liters. Kiongeza hii utoe hii itakuwa imebaki hapa. So if this is the volume inside, now we can get the height. Height is the volume 354.80. It is in liters. We can convert it to meters by dividing by 1000, and then times the base, which is 2.4, times the width, which is 2. And this one will give us 0.725 meters. So up to this point imefika hapa. And remember the total was 1.5. So the total time taken to fill up the tank. The total time taken. First, na tunataka kujua the remaining height. Imejaa, imefika hii kiasi. Ilikuwa 1.5. So imebaki kiasi gani? Ili ijae 725. So tutakuwa tumepata ni 0.775 meters ndio imebaki ijae. This is the height that is remaining. So we can now get the volume of water required. Volume of water, it will be 2.4 the base times width 2 times the height 0.775, and thus the volume would be 37.2 meters cube, which is the same as 3720 liters. Now we want to get the time it will take for oh, battery imeisha.